Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review You Should Have Left. This is from writer-director David Koepp, and I could make a joke about how you should have left, but I guess you wouldn't want to leave your home if you're sitting at home watching this film. This is an odd film. Very odd film. And it's interesting, it's 2020, it's starring Kevin Bacon, and he's married to Amanda Seyfried, and they have a young daughter, and his past is coming back to bite him. Something happened with his ex-wife that a lot of people don't like him, and he's some kind of banker or something, financial person, and she's an actress. Which that's really the extent of what you get to find out about her character, is that she's an actress, and she's not faithful, maybe? And that's the thing. Not a whole lot of these characters in this film have a whole lot of depth to them. You've seen a very interesting progression of Kevin Bacon's character, which this whole film feels like it's like a haunted house version of... This is going to be a weird comparison, but like A Christmas Carol, where it feels like everything that goes on in that film is supposed to help, and the book is to help Ebenezer Scrooge develop and progress past his old transgressions. This film feels like it's a creepy haunted house specifically made to make Kevin Bacon think about what happened to his ex-wife. And this is only an hour and a half film, but I feel like not enough happens to fill out an hour and a half film. I feel like this could have been interesting if it was a restructured kind of short form film, because it feels so elongated, and certain things just feel like it happens for the progression of the story. One thing that I have to say, though, is there's a really powerful relationship you see between Amanda Seyfried and their daughter, Kevin Bacon and their daughter, and their unique father-daughter, unique mother-daughter relationships are pretty powerful. And the young girl who's in this film gives a really powerful performance, Avery T. Essex. She gives a fine performances, this young girl. And the thing is, I sat through this movie and never once felt scared, which is concerning. This is a horror thriller from Blumhouse, and I never felt scared. Or, like, they're really cheap jump scares. There's really cheap tropes. And I felt like this film was just a first run through of a quick draft of a movie that could have used a lot of brushing up and some more inventive looks to it. And this house is so intriguing because it is surrounded by horrible cliches, like all the townsfolk are like, oh, you're up at that house. Why are you in a film, a bunch of people in a town, and just don't tell the people who move into a house, hey, it's haunted, it's weird. No, let's just vaguely hint at it. And then nothing really progresses about the house. Like, there's some intriguing ideas about it. Like, the first night, Kevin Bacon goes to turn off all the lights, and it suddenly moves across the clock and it's like 10:45 or something. And then he comes back and he's like, oh, why'd you fall asleep to his wife? And then look at the clock and it's like 3:14 in the morning. What happened? Was it a time warp? And there's pieces of that throughout the film where like the house, the measurements outside don't match the measurements inside. Something's weird with the house. But they don't really go too deep into it. And I feel like there is this connection, this bare minimal connection that I made with Kevin Bacon's character by the end. I feel like it's important that he comes to grips with his past, and I understand it, but I don't get the whole setup of what this house is supposed to be. And not every movie needs to spell things out, but like in this situation, it's just like, what is this? And honestly, that was the biggest question that I was asking myself at the end of the film, and you never want to be asking that. Overall, this feels like a bit of a misfire. there's pieces of it that I appreciated, but as a whole, it really didn't come together. So those are my thoughts on You Should Have Left. Comment. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.